Tired of all the infomercials on TV? I don't believe half of them anyway. Now here's where you'll find the truth. Can you handle it? Let's see. How many of you are there? No others to play with? I'm sorry, but sometimes it's nice to have an opportunity to get to know yourself better. Is this your first time? Great to have you back. I was afraid we scared you off last time. You should be typing in your name now. Tasty. Remember to be all you can be. I'm so sorry to say that our time together is finally over. Enjoy your ride.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Mother's Little Helper. Keeps you sedate from morning till late. And don't forget Daddy's Little Helper. Tell the kids Mommy and I are just wrestling. And now, here's the host, delicious as his name, Cookie!
Hey there, welcome to the game. Don't take too many of those big pills or I'll feel like Jack and the Beanstalk, okay? Now don't crush your keyboard. And now, you're about to get the strongest dosage of trivia possible without a prescription. Okay, select the value. This one's called... I'd like to make a pharmaceutical withdrawal. Here's the question. At what bank would you most likely make a suppository deposit? Federal Savings and Topical Cream, First Bank of the Painful Injection, National Bank of the Anus, or Credit Union of the Mouth? No. Watch and learn. It melts in your ass, not in your hands. And don't forget there's a penalty for early withdrawal. Now select the... Well, there you go. Here's your category. Now I really need a new drug. Hey, how about digging yourself out of the hole on this one? Which of these statements about Advil is false? Advil is aspirin-free. Advil ain't kosher. So for those of you planning to serve up a big bowl for the next Jewish holiday, maybe you should order out. Okay, the category is... I'm too cheap and horny to go to the drugstore. You know, nowadays condoms are a real necessity, but damn they can be expensive. If you decide to save a few bucks and make your own condoms out of natural latex, what will you need to ask of your pharmacist? May I have a bag of coal chunks, please? May I have some milky tree juice, please? May I have some lambskin, please? Or may I...
Oh, someone's been very naughty this year.
You should have picked this. Latex is a naturally occurring milky juice that comes out of plants and trees. If you buy them dinner first. Alright. Dilly-winkle doodle snorfin'. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of the, Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now then, here's what your real category looks like. Daddy's secret wardrobe. Remember, the sooner you buzz in, the more cash you can pick up. Alright, tell me what phrase this rhymes with. Hey, Pa's lousy dress! And ignore the punctuation. First clue, it's often on a warning label. It's often on a warning label on a bottle of medication. Don't operate heavy machinery. Last clue, the medicine might make you sleepy. Let me guess, you loaded up on the NyQuil before you started the game. Well, as the label says, the drug Hey Pa's lousy dress may cause drowsiness. Yeah, that cold medicine I'm taking says that on the box, but so far it's had no effect. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next. I like to call this category, I have no parents and I'm short. Let's see that question. Which of the following would you expect to see in a sitcom's very special episode about orphan drugs? Arnold Jackson becoming a giant, Webster on a spiritual journey, Punky Brewster being cured of a rare disease. Drugs that can cure rare diseases are known as orphan drugs because they're unprofitable for pharmaceutical companies to develop. Just like it's unprofitable for child actors to develop during the sitcom's run. Hey, buzz into... We're calling this one. I like my drugs in a hurry. Okay, imagine this. It's a nice spring day and you're doing a cool 75 on the freeway with your top down. Well, I mean, your car's top down. When the cops pull you over and discover 8 pounds of illegal codeine in your back seat, what sound can you make to convince them you have a legitimate reason for having it? Is it sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4? Once again, that's sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, or sound 4. No, that's the sound you make if you want to convince the cops you've had way too much codeine. The correct answer is... Codeine is a cough suppressant, and I sure hope you've got a prescription for that open 40 ounce of malt liquor between your legs. Okay, give it up for... You need drugs to live in South Dakota. What do we got here? 3,200 and change? All right, let's do it. If you consume the complimentary elixir that made South Dakota's wall drug famous, from what are you most likely suffering? Dehydration, depression, low blood sugar, or bad attitude? The tiny husband and wife pharmacy in Wall, South Dakota started putting signs on the highway advertising free ice water, and the rest is American and marketing history. I tried something similar growing up, but people in my neighborhood just got annoyed when I sprayed them with the hose. Alright, could I interest you in some Roadkill? Alright, when you see the answer that unites the pair of items on the screen, buzz in. And don't forget, bonus cash for the bonus puzzle at the end. Can you say grease lightning? Just checking, here we go. Sweater fuzzball and female contraceptive. What's the common link between these two? One-sixth of an ounce and used to stir Liptons.
Score!
Discontinues and pearl blank tooth polish. Opposite of specific and plain supermarket brand. Middle Eastern dried fruit and romantic engagement. Ten Commandments medium and notepad.
Score!
To deceptively alter and the D in PhD. Okay, it's bonus time. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all phone shapes? Types of measurements? Ways of taking medicine? Biblical terminology? Oh, you're terrible! Either you've never been sick, or when you reach into your medicine cabinet, you'll take anything. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Alright, bang your buzzer. That ain't chump change. Alright, let's see what we got. RX's and O's. So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go. If the Dallas Cowboys change their name to the Drugstore Cowboys, what should fans expect to see? Quarterbacks busting shoplifters, linebackers doing lasso demonstrations, running backs robbing farm... No, that sounds like a good plot for one of those cheesy 2-minute warning public service announcements. Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer.
He's at aisle 15, aisle 10, aisle 5. He's only got the security guard left. And he's through the doorway. It's a burglary.
In the movie Drugstore Cowboy, Matt Dillon and his rowdy friends rob drugstore after drugstore. Okay. Well, it's a start. Anyway, what to take if you're depressed about your wart? So, have you heard of the over-the-counter herbal remedy St. Johns Wort? Well, if your local pharmacy runs out of St. Johns Wort and you decide instead to swallow an actual wart from St. John's finger, whose wart will you have to track down? Pope John I, John the Baptist, John King of England's, or John of Salisbury's? St. John's Wort is named after St. John the Baptist because it blooms on his birthday, June 24th. Isn't he lucky? Well, it's better than having a boil pop up on your ass every time it's your birthday. Now select the highest value and see if you hit the... Here's your category. Scabs unite for world peace. Hey, remember back in the mid-'80s when those all-star rockers got together and formed that group Band-Aid to end world hunger? Well, if the stage had collapsed during the recording of Band-Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas, which of the following artists would not be affixing a Band-Aid to his skin knee? Boy George, Bruce Springsteen, Phil Collins, or Sting? The boss wasn't in Band-Aid, he was in USA for Africa. But his knees are probably all skinned up anyway, you know, from all that dancing in the dark. Your category is... Take this question and call me in the morning. So I go to my doctor's office the other day complaining about chest pains. He sticks a finger up my butt and gives me this prescription. Take a close look. 1 tablet Loestrin BID, 2 Prozac with milk TID, 20 Viagra in D, 3 Wigraine QID. Which of these will I be taking the most often? Viagra, Wigraine, Prozac, or Loestrin? You want I should take 2 Prozac 3 times a day. Sure, if you'd rather have Wink Martindale host your game. Here's what you should have picked. When you get a prescription, QID means 4 times a day. Oh, and by the way, Wigraine is for migraine headaches. It comes in a suppository. Yes, I really do have my head up my ass. All right, it's... Take 2 clues and call me in the morning. Well, on second thought, you only get 1, so pay attention. Medicine, man. Here, have a teaspoon. It's cherry flavored. There you go. Hope you feel better. Let's see your final score. There it is.